Good day guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ademola Badmos. If this is your first time, please do not forget to like and subscribe. So in this video, we will be concluding the final activity, so to speak, in our TypeScript series. And what we just want to add is a data table. So let's assume that when we click the bank login, before we click the add customer button, we want to verify the tables. We want to verify the buttons that we can see. What I'm trying to say is this. So here, when we go, when we start the page and we click on the bank manager button, we have this 3 buttons first. So we could first verify this based on your use case. You want to verify that these 3 buttons are visible once you click the bank manager login. So how do we do that? We can use a data table instead of writing 3 steps to verify the button one after the other. We can just create a data table and it will do that for us. So let's go ahead and create one. So after clicking the bank login button, we can now say then I should see the following buttons, right? And we can begin to write those buttons. So we can say button, let's just say button name, and let me indent this. That's where it's supposed to be. Yes. So the next one will be what are the names of the buttons again? Add customer, open account, and customers. So add customer, open account, and the last one is customers, right? So let me format this as well. Now that I've done this, the next thing I want to do is create the steps. So like we've shown before, I will just go ahead and use the dynamic way, or I can just copy it to clipboard to make it faster. I can just copy it to clipboard and go to steps and add that to steps, right? So once this has been added, the next thing I need to do is start creating data table. So I will add a data table here, data table, and inside here I will call the data table. Then I will call the ashes function. Don't worry about the squiggly lines. This is the TS thing. TS at times react. The TS links react to when you're using the dot notation. At times it expects you to use a square bracket, but we do not need that. So the data table ashes. So I'm going to loop through the I'm going to loop through the table itself, the content of the table. So I'm going to give the content of the table, like I'm going to give it a row title. So I'll say button, then I create an inner function for it. So I can now say cy dot, remember that I did show you how to identify elements using cy.contains. So we can say cy.contain button dot the name of the button there, the name of the button name rather. So we say button name. I think this will be very confusing. So instead of using button, let me use row. So let's use row. So which means we want to get the value inside this particular table that we've created. So I use a row button name. Now we want to verify that the button name is there, so we can say it should exist, and apart from the fact that it exists, it should contain a text, right? And the text should also be the text that we've seen before. So we can say should contain the same text row button name. So this is it. So what we are saying essentially is that we want to verify all three buttons, and the way we are identifying the element is by simply saying that we want that element that has the text stated here. Remember, if you've not seen that video, check in the previous video for this particular playlist where I identified the element. I did use that as well. So you can use that to do it, and let's test this if it works. Let's comment out the scenario outline and just test this one alone. So we are going to temporarily comment out the scenario outline. We'll comment it out. We come into the test, so it's running this alone, and everything has run successfully. So let's go up and see if it actually did that. Yes, as you can see, it verified what was in the table for us. So this is one of the simple ways you can use a data table. And this brings us to the end of this video. If you find this very helpful, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Hopefully it will be the final video, because this one is actually about how you can push your Cypress script in Cucumber to browser stack. See you in the next video. Bye bye.